showing other people that you can, change your life by lifting, investing in real estate. Just, I don't know, my life has been so amazingly changed for the better because of exercising, because of investing. You just, honestly, like, I used to sit on the couch. I would go to work. We all did this or do this. Go to work and then go home and veg on the couch and not do anything to make my life better. Now, I definitely don't do that anymore. I definitely don't know. I'm going to put the camera this way. So I don't do that anymore. Well, let me just over here. I realized I haven't sat down and watched TV after, working or, all day. It's been years since I sat down on the couch and just watched TV, after, let's say, 6 o'clock, something like that. It's been years. The reason why, when you're working for somebody else, you gotta kind of escape how terrible it is working for somebody else. 40, 50, 60 hours a week for somebody else. It kind of feels like you have to escape. So you watch TV, you get distracted with sports and stuff like that. I was doing the same thing. Then I found exercising, then I found real estate investing. I found things that would fill my time. And people will say, Dustin, I don't have time to lift weights. I don't have time to invest. No. Correction is, you don't make the time to invest. You don't make the time to lift weights. It's really what it comes down to. Everybody has 24 hours in a day. Nobody has more than that. And I like what Arnold Schwarzenegger said. If you're telling me you don't have enough time, well, sleep faster. So what you gotta do, sleep faster. Because you have 24 hours in a day. You gotta use every bit of it. And you might be thinking, well, Dustin, you don't have a job. Like, you have investments that make you money, so you can go to the gym 2 hours a day. Do you think it started? Do you think I started doing my lifting when I was already successfully unemployed, retired early? Nope, not at all. In fact, it was because of my exercising when I was working a full-time job, full-time business that I had, full-time family, everything just like you, that I made myself sleep faster. 5:30 in the morning, I'd go to the gym. I wake up at 4:30, go to the gym from 5 or CrossFit from 5 to 6. Go to my business at 6:30, open it up. Go to my job, work 40 hours a week or 9-10 hours that day. Go down and close down my business afterwards, and then go home, eat dinner, and go to bed. Do it all over again. Did that for 4 or 5 years. But I saw the light at the end of the tunnel. If I bought real estate that made me cash flow or money every month, then I didn't have to work. And if I got used to exercising, I'll have more energy during the day to be able to do everything. And praise the Lord, it's been 10 years since I've had a job. And what's amazing is all that determination, grit, pushing through that I had when I didn't have time, didn't have financial freedom, made everything better and me more focused and more driven in my investing and my lifting. So I got even better when I pushed harder, when I got stronger, when I went to the gym more, when I had less time. If you don't make the time, you will never have time. Maybe don't watch Netflix, for an hour, 2 hours every night, changing the angle. Just think about it. How much time do you scroll on stupid Instagram? And TikTok is terrible. I hate TikTok. Instagram's much better, but even though, how much time do we spend on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube just wasting time? I guarantee you, if you're thinking, well, Dustin, I don't have time to invest in real estate, or I don't have time to build a business, I don't have time to work out, I'll tell you, you're not making the time. I know you can cut out one thing that will make the time for you. So, okay, well, let's get on to the workout today. I'm so excited. Saturday is a max day, 1 rep max day. I can't wait for that. It's like if you're practicing all, you're practicing, never playing a game. That's what it's like if you don't go and do a max day. So, it's like being in the game, going in for a max lift. So I'm gonna max my snatch. Hope to get 275. If I get 275, that'll be a personal record. Love to be able to get 275, but we'll see. This is this is snatch. Snatch goes all the way from the ground to the top, above your head at one movement. So this week is preparation for a max day. So a lot less reps, a lot less weight. Intensity's lower just to get your body ready. So I'm doing power, but I also need to do full. Power is where you don't squat. Get below parallel. Then you do a full to get the body moving. Picking those feet up. High pull. So this is only 135. Just warming up. Supposed to get to, I think it's 85% today. So it's Wednesday. This is a heavier day for the week when normally the week is a little light for a 1 rep max, but this is Wednesday. So you get a little heavier, just getting your body prepared for Saturday. But I don't do my own programming. I actually get programming from Catalyst Athletics. Good stuff, really, really good stuff. The guy, I don't know his name. I just saw a couple things on Instagram, his posting really good stuff about Olympic lifting. And I wanted to learn, I wanted his programming, so I got it. And it's been good. And watching other people, coaches, even though he's not my coach, whoever, I can't remember his name, but even though I'm using wrist straps, my daughter, 1.5 years old, took my chalk out of my bag. So I don't have my chalk with me. I gotta go grab it later today from the kitchen. But you just, if you have a coach watching you, that's gonna be great because they're gonna see everything you're doing wrong, give you pointers. I don't know if I even want a coach. It'd be great, but I have a decent level of technique and proficientness. So I just watch other people and try to change with their suggestions. All right, well, it's 160. My hands are all slippery right now. That's why you get shocked, because your hands get slippery. So I'm just gonna do doubles up to probably 25, 230? What is 80% of 275? What's 80%? Might be even 85% of 275. What's 80% of 275? I don't know. Try to get that head through. Appreciate you guys jumping on the live stream. Why is my music not playing? This is irritating. Okay, music, can you play now? Oh, it's not looking like it. I got the stupid gym music. Why is my headphones not working? That is frustrating. And the reason why I can't do anything about it, or at least I don't think I can, is I'm live on Instagram right now. So, that's where my music is playing. So maybe I could do it. Give me a sec. Sorry guys, I'm gonna see why my music's not playing. It's like that. If I switch, does it cut off? Why is... Okay, well, let's see if that worked. Are we still... Oh, we're still live. I think we are, yes. Love it. Super cool. I don't know what is up with my... I use YouTube music, and that was like short-circuiting. But anyways, what is... If you guys are math whizzes, 275 is my max. I need to get to think it's 85% of that today. It might even be 90, but the way my body's been feeling, I'll probably keep it a little lower. But what's 85% of 275? Drop a comment if you wouldn't mind. All right, here we go. So we're doing snatch, 185 double, and I can't wait for Saturday. Saturday's gonna be a max day. Like, it's like I only do probably 4 max days a year. So you work out the entire year for just 4 amazing days. And hopefully you're good. You feel good on that day. All right, 185. It's not bad. Feeling pretty good. I'm gonna squat all the way down just to get my body in those lower squat, just getting used to moving like that. But a big reason why we're not going heavy is to get your central nervous system settled down. I mean, when you're working out 5 days a week, doing legs every day, snatch every day, clean and jerk every day, up to like 85% or more, your central nervous system really starts saying, what are you doing to me? You're not giving me enough time to rest. And there's one Olympic lifter, I think he was in the Olympics, I'm not sure, I think so, but he said for every 4 months of hard training, or no, let me say it differently. Every month of hard training, he takes a week to rest. And it'd be barely, like going to the gym, walking, but not even touching a barbell. But so if you're working out for 4 months, pushing hard, he gives himself 4 weeks of rest. Like the first week is just walking and swimming, no impact whatsoever. I'm gonna grab a towel, I'm sweating. But the second week, he maybe do some dumbbells, like curls and bench press type movements, pull-ups, like just really nothing with the barbell. And he said by the third week, he'll start bringing back in the barbell, but very light. And then the fourth week, he starts ramping it up back again. So it's different than I want, or anybody who lifts all the time never wants to take that much time off. I hate taking that much time off. It feels like you're gonna lose all your gains, but when you think about it, you didn't build all your muscle, all your strength in a week. You're not gonna lose it in a week. But the reason why I bring up all this stuff is I've been doing this since, was it October? I think it was end of September and October. I've been going 5 days a week, heavy lifting like I normally do, squat, snatch, clean and jerk every day, 5 days a week. And so this is 205 snatch. I've been going with taking a couple deload weeks, but I think I've overworked it. So this should be lighter than that. I mean, I did okay, picked it up high, but it should feel lighter than this. So more than likely, I won't go up to 85%. The reason why, it's not the strength, my strength is still there. I just did, 250 hang snatch the other day. Like last week, my body's just not responding well, so I need to let it rest more. I'll do a double here. See, my goodness, what is the deal? Ooh. All right, I'll go up to 225 and stop there. So it was funny, last week I think I did 250 hang snatch, which is not easy. But then, that was I think Monday or Tuesday. The Saturday, I was supposed to do a heavy 1 rep. I could not even do 240 pounds regular snatch. My body was so off. So I'll just do a single here. It's really just to get the body into the heavier weights one time. So that I'm telling you, hey, you better get ready for Saturday. but everybody's body's different. This is really how I know my body responds. I was thinking about the other day, I don't really keep track of what I do during the day lifting, but AI, even though I hate AI, does anybody else hate AI? I think it's gonna be a downfall of society. But anyways, I was like, man, maybe if I gave, like if I actually tracked all my weights, what I did, what I ate, gave it to AI and say analyze everything, even though it'll probably be wrong. They call it hallucinating, which I'm like, it's either lying or it's just wrong. It'll have some data and give me a idea of when I'm peak to be able to lift. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe that's what I'll need to do, is just track how I feel, how my lifts are, because there are certain days you feel like 110%. Like my max should be 275, but on a day you feel 110 or 120%, you hit 280. You're like, dude, I feel so great. 280, 285, and it's like, I can't believe my strength is so high. But there's a reason why. Whatever you did before that led up to it. Okay, 225. Just be a single. Yeah, that was okay. I mean, if I was 110%, I'd probably do that power 2 or 3 times, but I wanted to get down in the squat. And I'm trying not to overdo it like I would normally do. When you start lifting all day, or sorry, 5 days a week, or you really start getting into it, you do it year after year, month after month, year after year, you're doing 5 days a week, eventually, instead of dreading the workout days and hoping for the rest days, you're dreading the rest days and hoping for the workout days. So that's why I overdo it, is I'll just keep working out because it's so much more fun working out rather than going light. All right, so I don't have any chalk. We'll see how I do. And I don't use wrist wraps for clean and jerk because, well, let me open up my clean catch. I don't use it because it hurts me really bad. Hurts me something fierce with the wraps because I don't have mobility, so the wraps really torque on everything. So without chalk, my hand's all slippery. So we'll see how I do. I'm just getting my front rack open up. What is 85% of 325? I know it's pretty heavy. It's what, 285? Not going to get anywhere near that today. I know that. Trying to get my nervous system back to normal. All right, you're going to do fast elbows. So at these lower weights, the best thing you could do is focus on your technique. Like right now, my technique is terrible on the catch. So, and moving my feet, like picking my feet up. So I'll do both right now. So you focus on that in the lighter weights. So when you're in the heavier weights, your muscle memory's there. And that's just a part of your technique. I'll do one more. I'll do full clean. I wish my elbows were higher, but that's my mobility I got. You'll see some Olympic lifters, their elbows are like that high. I have no idea how they do it. If you know what I'm doing wrong, what I can do better, get my elbows higher, let me know. I definitely want to know. But with Saturday being a max day, normally my workouts are like 2 hours long, hour and a half to 2 hours long. But because Saturday's a max day, we are not going nearly as long. So we got a heavy, I don't know, 80% we'll hit today, just to get the body moving. Just like I did 225 snatch one time. Probably should have got to like 235. I didn't. I just want to stop there. Same thing with clean and jerk. You want to get a little heavier to get your body ready for the max day on Saturday. But yeah, it's crazy thinking, man, some days I feel like I could lift everything. And so I'll max everything because my body feels amazing. Other days I want to max and my body feels like garbage and it's not doing anything. It'd be good to know what causes the good days, or what, you know, led up that week before, 2 weeks before, led up to it, so I feel 100% when it's time to ready. That's probably what I'm gonna have to do. All right, fast elbows, 185. I'll do a full clean now. Full clean. That was a power clean. You don't squat. I'm just gonna do full. Get my body in that position. Pick up those feet. Terrible. Come on, how am I going forward on that one? That's so irritating. Come on. Next one's gonna be 1,000 times better. So I'm just doing doubles up to maybe 245, 250. Normally I would go to like 285, but my body's feeling like garbage because I've been overworking myself for the last, 4 months, 5 months. So kind of taking a hint from my body saying you're working too. Yeah, you think you could do that? Nope. I'm not gonna let you. You know what's interesting? So I started going live, it was like early December. And I was telling you and everybody that New Year's resolution's coming up. Just watch. You go to the gym, January 1st, it's gonna be packed. Come February 1st, half of those people are gone. Come March 1st, which was a day or two ago, all those people will be gone. So now we got a couple stragglers still from New Year's resolution, but it's nowhere near as busy as it had been. I mean, it's a library compared to what it was in January. So never gauge the busyness of a gym in January. All right, this is only 215. Let's do fast elbows. I'm trying to get those technique up. Pick up those feet too. Fast elbows, pick up those feet. Come on. Should be like that. That was weird. Why did that right side, I think it was cockeyed. Like, I felt this hand come in and I felt like this one stayed out, so I don't know. My right side felt a lot heavier for some reason. All right, let's do a full. Get in that bottom position. A little, maybe, well, technique pointer, but trick on the jerk. Your goal is not to get the bar as high as you can. Or I should say, that's not your only goal. Obviously, you want to get the bar high, but that's only a quarter of what you're supposed to do. Yes, definitely the bar should be getting high, but the rest of it, 3/4 of it, is you dropping as fast as you can under the bar. Because let's say the bar goes up, I don't know, a foot, then you don't have to drop that much. If it goes up, what, 8 inches, like half a foot? Sorry, 6 inches, half a foot. 6 inches, being a half a foot, then you got to drop farther down. So when the weights get heavier, it's much better if you can drop fast. Because when you can drop fast, you don't have to get the bar heavy or higher. So your goal is to get it up, to push it, to get it high, but then get underneath it as fast as you can. When you drop, pick up your feet, smack them on the ground. Just getting yourself under the bar as fast as possible. What is this, 230? Hands are doing okay, even though they're slippery. Oh, usually I have chalk around here. Or like, there's a mess of chalk. That's just dirt. Oh well. I'll bring chalk. My daughter pulled the chalk out of the bag. She's almost 2. I remember seeing it on the kitchen table, but I forgot to grab it. All right, 230. So you double. First one will be power, I think, and the next one will be full. Fast doubles, fast feet. Just okay. Trying. That's what it was. This hand was here, this hand came in. So this felt very heavy because just the weight is off. I guess when I'm catching the clean, I'm positioning my hands, and so, all right, let's do it better. This one's gonna be 100 times better than that last one. Last one was not good. This one's gonna be great. Full at 230. Whew. Should I go up a little bit? I mean, it feels heavy, but not terrible. No, I want to go up, but my cleans have been not working out as well as they should. So I'm just going to go right to my front squat and just do a couple front squats. Or should I do overhead squat? I haven't done overhead squat in a while. The last time I did, I was kind of weak. We'll do overhead squat. And remember, like I said, during the week of your max, you're not going to, like, let's say you lift less weight, less intensity, you're not going to get weaker. Now, if you don't do anything, then your body shuts down, thinks it's a vacation mode, so it's not going to actually perform. But what I'm talking about is you can only do detriment. Like, you can't grow muscle today in time for your 1 rep max. Just not going to be possible. You know what? My shoulders. Man, so many things are going through my head. My shoulders have been achy, which means, do I want to do overhead, or do I want to just do front squat? I'll do overhead. Let's do 135. We'll do 135 overhead squat. And I'd normally could go pretty high, but let's just see how my shoulders are doing. That's okay. My shoulders are okay. Might as well do some overhead. I did front squats yesterday, so there's no need to do front squats again. Like I said, I'm not gonna lose that much strength in one couple days. The only thing you'll do is detriment to your central nervous system, making it, even though your muscles are there, central nervous system is gonna say, no thank you. You're only at 80% capacity today. So it's your central nervous system that gives you the percentage of overall body strength and how much you could lift. So let's say your full max is 100 pounds of whatever lift. Let's just say it's 100 pounds. But your central nervous system is like, oh my goodness, I feel terrible. I'm only gonna let you lift to 80% capacity. So whatever lift you have, you're only doing 80 pounds. Now, you guys hear stories how, moms, if their child is trapped under a car, they'll get adrenaline through their body, get a sudden surge of strength, and be able to lift a lot more than they ever would. Well, that's adrenaline, your central nervous system, everything pumping to make you stronger than you are. Well, if you have good days where you're about 110%, 120%, maybe instead of lifting 100 pounds, you're lifting 120 pounds. That's really what it comes down to. It's your central nervous system, so it's not just your strength. So don't feel bad if you can't hit your lifts. Just like Saturday was terrible. I love overhead squat. Oh my goodness, part of me wants to go higher. Of course I'm gonna go higher. That wasn't that heavy. There was only two as well. So let's go up just a little bit. And so let's say one rep. See if I get it over my head in the overhead squat, I can usually squat it multiple times. So it's not just a one rep. Getting over my head's the harder part. The strength to get it up is not. So I think most I've ever done is 365 by 2. That was fun. 365 by 2. So this is just 275. Really, it's just getting it over my head. Even though I know I can do it, that's the harder part. Holding it up, you let your shoulders, what we call it is like, if it's like you're struggling like this, you don't want that. You want it to settle down. Settle like that to where your, scapula, I think that's what it's called, is settled down, and that's how I hold that much weight over my head. I don't use my shoulders, like muscle delts, is that what they're called? I don't use my delts to hold up the weight. I let my back hold up the weight. All right, here we have sweaty hands or slick hands, different than slick shoes. All right, 275. Just gonna do a double. Overhead squat. So, I mean, that's not heavy for me, but my shoulders felt heavy. If that makes sense. Like, in general, that would not be heavy. But because I've been overworking myself for the last, 5 months, 6 months without break, without really letting my body rest, I've gotten worse. So, that's what I'm working on now, is I'm working on, let me see if I get that camera set up. So right now I'm working on letting my central nervous system settle down. So this week, or last week, I got to a heavy one rep, which was terrible last week on Saturday. So I hopefully let my central nervous system calm down a little bit last week, a lot more this week, almost like a deload week, but not. Then Saturday I'm gonna hit it. But here's the fun thing. I also plan around my either vacations or big events that I gotta do. So I have a conference, real estate investor conference coming up in 2 weeks, Nashville. It's gonna be amazing. But that entire week, I'm not gonna lift. It's not because I don't want to, it's because I've got a lot of stuff going on that week. So, but I'll see you guys on Friday. Friday is when I'm going to probably really just get to 60% of my max, but Saturday is the max day. I'll probably be wearing my jorts. Should I? Yeah, I should. I'm gonna be wearing my jorts